and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial. It is my last video of the year and also of the decade, so that's very exciting. I'm doing a New Year's Eve glam makeup tutorial. I'm very excited. So to start off, I already have my eyebrows done and my base, which is my concealer, my foundation, and my powder, which actually I use a concealer and foundation in one, so we're done with that. As always, disclaimer, I'm using my same dirty palette as the mirror. It's just something I'm so used to, so we're just gonna ignore that, okay? For starters, I am using a lot of my new Christmas makeup because I really wanted to use it for this look. I also have my new brush set, and I really haven't even looked at these brushes, so this is my first time using them. So it's going to be interesting to figure out which ones I'm going to use. But right off the bat, I'm going to use, this is more of a, let me see, I think I'm liking this one. This is more of like a crease kind of fluffy brush. So I want to use this one. And yes, they're all still in plastic. And I'm going to take, first off, which is not a new palette, it is the Eye of the Storm palette from Kylie Cosmetics. And there's this shade here, and I think it's called Stargaze, I think. And it's this kind of grayish shade, and I'm going to be working with silver on my eyes today, and I love that shade with silver because it's got some purple undertones, but it's also kind of grayish, and it looks really nice together. So I'm going to pop this into my crease and just blend it out nicely. You can see it's adding a little bit of depth to the eye. I like this brush because it's creating kind of like a round shape on the eye, and it looks really nice. So I'm just going to add that. I'm going to go into the other side, and then I will most likely come back in and add some more because I really like to layer this color whenever I use it. So the new year is coming up, obviously, and one thing I want to do for the new year is to wait, hold on a sec. I see an inconsistency with my eyebrow here. One thing I want to do for the new year is really be more bold with my makeup. And I know a lot of people, people that personally know me, would say that I am. But truthfully, there's certain things that I don't do. I will not wear red lipstick only on a special occasion. And I have a lot of red lipsticks. I also, it's not that I'm afraid to use color in my eyeshadow, I just don't. So I'd really like to use more color, and yeah. So I've already put several layers on each side. I think I'm going to actually add one more layer on this side of this color, and it's just adding a nice depth and that drama that we're going to for this full glam look. So then, the next thing I want to do is I have this silver shade in the same palette. I think the silver one is called Sweet Storm. Again, I could be wrong. I always get confused with the names on the back. And I'm going to take a flat brush. Let me find one. There's a lot of brushes in here. Here we go. I think I'll take this one. So this is just a very flat brush, perfect for packing color onto the lid. And I'm going to take this silver in here, like I said, and pack that on to my lid. So I'd like to hopefully create a lot more videos in the coming year. I think I am really good about putting out a video each week, but I feel like this year I slacked some weeks, even more than the previous year, my first year on YouTube. So I really want to kind of not do that this year. But yeah, it's going to be a challenge, of course, but maybe I will create more videos this year. So I just packed this onto the lid, and I want to get it kind of smooth because even though it's a glittery, shimmery shade, I'm still going to go over it with a liner, and if we get it too textured or too packed on, it's going to end up being very difficult to get the liner on. And I noticed that with a lot of glitters, which is why you want to choose a more smooth glitter as opposed to a chunky eye glitter when you're working with eyeliner. So if you're going to be working with eyeliner, make sure you have like a very smooth, more rather a shimmer than a glitter. On Christmas Eve, I wore a full-on like glitter, like the type that you have to actually even glue onto your eye. And as pretty as it looked, I wasn't able to put liner over it, and I did try, but it just didn't work out. So be conscious of that. Always pick your shadows based on what you're going to be doing. So kind of have an idea in mind of what you want to do prior to doing it. So I'm going to go back in with that other brush I was using in my crease, and I'm also going to just tap a little bit of the color from the crease on and kind of go back in, and this is just going to create a like smooth shape. So if any of the silver got up into the crease, it'll kind of just smooth it away. And again, we're just going for a little bit of a dramatic look. So I'm going to connect like right here to my eye, kind of in like a cat eye shape or something like that. This dramatic shape for the crease color. I really like how that looks. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is take our liner, and my liner is over here. I'm going to be using, let me pull it out. This is also a new one. I have used this one already, but I kept it in the box for the time being. But this is the Lady Gaga House Laboratories eyeliner in the shade Punk, which I think is their only eyeliner at the moment. First of all, look at how pretty this is. And it's like a pen felt tip liner, which is not what I'm used to using. But, oh, first off, I've got fallout. So let me, before I even do that, I'm going to take this kind of big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to whoop, whoop, kind of clean up the fallout. Yeah, some of the Kylie shadows, specifically the older ones, like this palette I'm using right now, tend to have fallout. But the good thing is the fallout also tends to be easy to wipe away. So that, and now, interesting, I just realized some of these brushes have like actual plastic covers, and then some of them, like the ones I used already, don't. So that's interesting. But anyway, so we're gonna line our eyes. Another thing I kind of don't do when it comes to makeup is winged eyeliner, and I'm not doing that today, but that is a goal of mine for the new year as far as makeup goes, to like kind of use more winged eyeliner. I'm gonna stop talking for a second while I get this done. And there we go. So we've got our nice eyeliner line. I am going to do the other eye off camera. The other eye is actually my better eye, but I just prefer to do one eye off camera, and I'll be back. Alright, so I got the other eye done. They're both lined. Now, you're probably thinking, this doesn't look super glam, and don't worry, we're not done yet. So I'm going to put away this Kylie palette for a second, because I think we're done with the shadows in here. And I'm going to pull out this other palette. This is the one Ana Marcela got me for Christmas. It is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. I've already used the silver color in here on Christmas. I put it in the inner corner of my eye. But look at these other colors in here. Oh, look, there's me. Yeah, there's some really pretty colors. So I'm torn between the blues because I'm wearing like a very metallic, dark like navy blue color tonight, and so I feel like one of these would be more appropriate, but this one is calling my name because of the glitter in it, and I did say this was going to be a super glam look. I think I want to take that deep blue and put the deep blue on, and then if that doesn't look like dramatic enough, I'll probably go in with some of the glitter, either from there or from somewhere else. So I'm going to this is a kind of tapered brush, but it's a little fluffy, but it'll still work for the job. So I'm going to take the shade Deep Blue, and I'm going to take a good amount of that on this brush and swipe it under my eyes. want to go a little lower than where my natural lash line would be to create kind of a bigger eye shape and to really give a pop of color. And then we'll clean it up a little bit. You could just use your finger. That's what I always do. And yeah, we're just going to, we don't want to bring it too far down from our natural lash line, but a little bit is just nice and fun. I feel like the fluffy brush was kind of a mistake because it did sort of bring it a little lower than I wanted it to. That's fine though. Just clean it up with your finger like you see me doing. You could use a Q-tip, a cotton swab. I didn't bring any over here with me, so I'm just gonna not. But just clean it up. Concealer brush works good too. And then we're gonna go on and do the same thing on the other side. So, what else? I want to kind of focus on the new year for this video. One thing I'll say is that I love adding this pop of color, and if you're doing this look, obviously you can coordinate it with your outfit like what I'm doing, and that would look really nice, which obviously with any makeup look is an option, but if you really wanted to, you could even pop on your favorite color on your lower lash line. My favorite color is purple. So, how fun would it be to just add like your favorite color, a purple? I would love a purple in this look, or any of your favorite colors. I think ringing in the new year with your favorite color or a color that you like and makes you feel comfortable is really nice. So, we definitely take that into consideration. You don't have to use blue. You can use literally any color you want. And yeah. I think what happened is it looks a little more pigmented on this side, which is hard to tell on camera. So I'm going to go in back on this side and just add a little bit more. And you definitely could add that eyeliner wing. I think it would give it more drama. Like I said, I personally don't do eyeliner wings that much. For me, they're a little difficult, and also I just don't always like how they look on my eyes. I have kind of smaller eyes, so I feel like it pulls them up and kind of makes them look even smaller. You also have that option of adding more glitter, like I said. I kind of like how this color looks. What I'll do though, and let me just kind of blend it to look like the other side real quick. What I'll do though is I will kind of take a little bit of the glitter with my finger and then just tap it over like in the center. Oh, that looks really pretty. You can't hardly see it on camera, but there's definitely glitter. I don't know if I get closer. You can definitely see little flecks of glitter if you look closely. So, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to take, I think I'll just take my finger for this. I'm going to take the silver in this palette, and it'll go really nice with the silver on our lids. And I'm going to tap it into the inner corners, and that gives it this nice like New Year's glammy kind of look. So just really fun. You can just tap it. You don't have to be too perfect with it. Kind of messily. This is how I did it on Christmas Eve, and it looked really pretty. So just kind of messily tap this silver glitter into your inner corners of your eyes, and it looks like a firework or just like fun glitter. Obviously get them even, because I tend to put glitter more on one side than the other, but like as far as like a shape or really like perfection, there's no right or wrong way to put this glitter on. It's just really fun. So that is about it for the eyes. Obviously go back in and pop on some mascara, but to save time I won't do that in front of you guys. You can put on false lashes if that's something you like to do. Personally, I'm just gonna leave it with my regular lashes because yeah, I don't feel like I need false lashes right now. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our, I'm taking the Kylie Holiday blush and highlighter set. So we are going to use both of these today. And like I said, I'm trying to use my new Christmas makeup. So I'm going to take, this is kind of a contour brush. I'm trying to see if I have like a blush brush in here. It looks like the answer might be no. So I'm going to use this like more contour-y type brush for my blush. I think it'll do fine. So I'm going to tap the blushes at the top of this, and then the highlighter is at the bottom. It's a little duo. I'm going to tap that onto my brush and give myself a flush of color. Being very pale, it's very important to me to add in blush. So I'm going to actually take like 2 layers. I dip back in. This shade is a little lighter than the blushes I'm used to. I hadn't obviously used it yet, so I wasn't sure what to expect. It's a very pretty color, very buildable, but I am definitely going to have to take a few little layers of that just to kind of bring out some color. Because of course, like I said, I'm on the more pale side, and we have a lot going on our eyes, so we don't want to overdo it with the cheeks, but we also don't want to look washed out or like our eyes are the only thing with color. So I'll go do the same exact thing on the other side. What I like about this brush is usually, and maybe it's also the blush, but usually I have to go in and kind of blend out my blush, and today it looks like this brush is kind of applying the color, but also blending it out for me at the same time, which is really nice. And yeah, so I take the blush, looks good there, and then there is a highlighter brush in this brush set. So let me pull out my highlighter brush for you real quick. Let me see. Here you are. And I'm going to take the bottom shade of this highlighter blush duo. It's more on the rose gold side, so I know we've already used silver. You could definitely use a more silvery toned highlighter. Personally, I don't really like silver highlighters, but instead of going in with gold, I will go in with this kind of like rosy color, so it's not too like silver and gold. It's just perfect. And I'm just fanning that on with this fan brush, and again, you can build it up. I'm having trouble because, I just covered the camera lens, but I'm having trouble because of the lighting in here, I think, kind of noticing how the highlighter is performing. And actually, this Kylie set did come with some brushes as well, so I would definitely love to see if there's any difference if I use the Kylie brushes. But it's got a nice wash of highlight, and since it is still early in the day and I am going somewhere with Risa and Ana Marcela today, I don't want to give too much of like a bold like highlight. I'll probably go back and reapply some highlight tonight, like later on. But for now, I think this wash of highlight, and you can actually see it more in the light, it's just harder to see on camera, but I think this is a nice look. You can almost kind of see it, like a nice wash of highlight for now. And I'm going to go back in. I think it's that the brush, since it's so fluffy, which I love, it's a little harder to pick up color with it. But I'm going to go onto my nose, and actually, before I do that, I can't believe I forgot this. Something I do every single time is I take my blush brush and I swipe some blush onto my chin, like a significant amount, because I know a lot of people put blush on their chin, but I actually like for it to look like rosy. And like I said, this is because I'm very pale, so I want to kind of add color to my face, and I love to do the exact same thing with my nose. It makes it look very like wintry, and you get like these winter-esque vibes, and it just looks very I don't know, like I love the rosiness of it. So I do that every single time I do my makeup, whether I'm doing a dramatic look or a basic look. You don't have to do this step, but I just feel like for my skin tone and the paleness, and then I add highlight over the nose of my skin tone, it's really important to me to kind of add some color onto my face. So the last step, which I unfortunately am not going to do on camera, only because I have somewhere else to go and I don't want to be like full glam, which I already kind of am. But the next step would be to put on some lipstick. Now, the lipstick that I would choose personally, I love a bold red for a bold look. which is probably the only time I wear red, if I'm being honest, red lips. But I'm going to try to change that in the new year. But anyway, I love a bold red color. And especially with this glam kind of sparkly look, the color or the lipstick I would go for, and I am going to put it on tonight, and I'm vlogging tonight, so you will eventually see it. It's not in this box, it's in this one. Is this Lady Gaga Burlesque lipstick. It's the holiday lipstick. It is gorgeous. It's got flecks of glitter, so any kind of red, bold red, or whatever red goes with your skin tone, it's something with glitter works. I'll definitely show you guys in the vlog how this looks, but like I said, I have somewhere to go, so I can't go full, like, crazy lipstick. But this is pretty much the look. It's bold, it's got your silver and your sparkle, it's got your blue, and it's going to have the red lipstick later on. So, yeah, that is this entire look. It's New Year's, last video of the decade, and also of the year. I can't wait. I'm going to be vlogging tonight. I'm filming one more video with Risa and Ana Marcela today, so look for that. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any New Year's resolutions, and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post a video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.